played in bands that played a lot of Merle Haggard and twangy Bakersfield kind of country. But I would play it with my dad's Jazzmaster, pretending it was a Telecaster, you know. I wanted that James Burton twang so bad, but I just had a Jazzmaster, and, you know, so all those, you know, all those Burton-y kind of, all that stuff I was doing on a Jazzmaster, you know, so, or trying to pretend. But then I think it was like late in my sophomore year, I scraped up enough money, and if I recall, I think it was $395 or something like that. I've ordered a very much like, looks just like this guitar, only it was about a 72, something like that model Tele. Both of, you know, Chet and Telecaster, kind of both. I was kind of caught in the middle because I love, you know, rock and roll was killing it. You know, James Burton, Ricky Nelson. I used to watch Ozzy and Harriet show as a little kid and go, James Burton is doing something. I'm going, what's he doing? I've never seen anybody bend a string. So I was like, what's he doing? You know, a lot of people didn't know what bending strings was at that time. And because all the jazz players and a lot of country guys, they were just, you know, just flat picking basically. And then, so that turned me on. But at the same time, my dad was playing like, you know, playing Chet. So I was kind of tossed, like I wanted to, and then the Beatles came along, he's like, oh my gosh, you know, I love country and bluegrass, but I was like, I want to play that too, you know. You know, of course, the standard, you know, that lick, that was big. My dad used to play that, and my uncle was a big bluegrasser, so that probably was one of the very first licks I ever played. Of course, you embellish it through the years, you know. You know, and all that kind of stuff. But it was basic stuff, you know, just bluegrass licks. Or, you know, or Ernest Tubb, you know. All that kind of country stuff. I was listening to a lot of records that my dad had, you know, a lot of just real pure country records. And, you know, my dad, I remember him teaching me a lot of that stuff out of C, you know, the 1-4-5, 1-6 minor, you know. And my dad would say, now if you come down here, you know, you could do that A right there. And it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you can do it here too, you know. So, but my uncle and my dad both would play this lick, you know, they'd play like, you know, like for like an A. But I remember my uncle, you know, you know. He'd play that, yeah. Kind of a little mix of Merle Travis and Chet Atkins, and my dad was a thumb picker. My uncle was too, my Uncle Jimmy. But I remember my Uncle Jimmy playing like, I was like, wow, that's so cool. Wayne Moss wrote a song, Hats and Spats, I think. Chet called it something else because Wayne Moss's title of it was X-rated. So, but what a great player Wayne was. He played on so many hit records, and I'll do just a little piece of this thing that I used to play of his.